God is able to do it. God is able to do great things. That is an attitude for you to adopt. That's my attitude that I found as I read Psalm 76, 77. If you have not read those two Psalms, I encourage you to do that and find your own space. Find your one example of this, whether it be a sin to avoid, promise to claim, attitude to change, command to obey, or an example to follow. So let's scroll down here in Psalm 76. Let's scroll down here at verse 6. We see that we are told that at God's rebuke, O God of Jacob, both rider and horse lay stunned. There is your attitude to adopt. There is nothing that God cannot stop. A rider and a horse is a big deal in the ancient times. It would have been a military war horse, and they're saying that this great military might is laying stunned by the God of Jacob's simple rebuke. And indeed, that's still the case now, is that God is able to stun anything in our life. And then he goes on to reflect, who can stand before you when once your anger is roused? Well, by implication, nothing. And then there's this great reflection in verse 9, when God arose to establish judgment, to save all the humble of the earth. God is going to establish judgment, and he's going to save all the humble of the earth. That's an attitude we need to adopt, is that God is able to stun all the evil forces, all the forces of evil that come against us. And then we slide on down here to Psalm 77. Psalm 77 is just a lament. Oh, they're moaning. You see, even verse 3, when I remember God, I moan because things are going really bad, are going really south. They're going so bad that in verse 7, the psalmist asks, will the Lord spurn forever? Has God forgotten to be gracious? But look at this sweet example that we need to follow. When you feel like God has just forgotten you and he's not doing anything good to you, you think, has God forgotten to be good to me, to be gracious to me? You can say this, verse 10, I will appeal to this, to the years of the right hand of the Most High. No, he's not forgotten to be gracious. His hand is still very, very strong. And it goes and gives various examples of when God's hand was mighty and strong. One of those, verse 18, the crash of your thunder was in the whirlwind. Your lightnings lighted up the world. The earth trembled and shook. And they are reflecting on when God brought the Israelites out of Egypt in that great pillar of fire by day, or the pillar of fire by night, and the pillar of smoke by daytime. Indeed, there's great thunder, and God used them to stop the chariots, to stop the riders of the Egyptians as they were coming upon them as they stood against the Red Sea. And then we say that God gave a way through the sea, and he led your people like a flock by the hand of Moses and Aaron. So remember that God is able to do anything. He's able to stun the rider in the chariot, and indeed he opened the Red Sea. He has done great things in the past, and he is still able to do great things even now. So be encouraged by this glorious vision, the glorious reality of our great God. I pray that's been a blessing to you. I'll see you in the next video.